Uranium, vital national resource for both weapons and energy. It's expensive, and power companies here in America buy a heck of a lot of it. In 2016, the U.S. power companies that own nuclear power plants here in the U.S. bought 51 million pounds. 51 million pounds. That's a lot. And selling at a price of $42 a pound, do the math. I mean, I would do it, but that's what I have the chalkboard for. It's $2.1 billion. $2.1 billion. What does Uranium One have to do with all of this? Well, we have to start with a different company called Eurasia Energy, named by a guy and started by a guy, a Canadian named Frank Justra. Frank is pretty good. He stunned the mining industry when he somehow finagled a deal with the nation of Kazakhstan, I couldn't even find it on a map, for stakes in 3 of their major uranium mines. 1/5 of all uranium in the world comes from Kazakhstan. Justra's sudden success shocked the global mining business. They didn't see it coming. How did he gain access to Kazakhstan mines that no one else had been able to crack? Well, no one else had Bill Clinton as their wingman. So what did Bill Clinton get for his trouble? Well, not much. Only $31 million from Justra to the Clinton Foundation. Now, fast forward 4 years. Vladimir Putin wanted to increase Russia's nuclear energy business in the U.S. He also wanted to control as much of the global uranium supply chain as possible. Russia decided to buy a 20% stake in Uranium One. But this would have to be approved by the Obama administration through something called the Committee on Foreign Investment. The committee its only job is to examine any business deal that could result in foreign control of a U.S. resource that is important to national security. I would think uranium would be right at the top of the list. They quickly approved Rosatom's 20% stake in Uranium One. Vladimir Putin had his foot firmly in the door. Through the progression of Rosatom's takeover of Uranium One, $145 million flowed into the coffers of the Clinton Foundation. On their part, the Clintons insist that there was no wrongdoing. When asked about it again in late October 2017, Hillary actually called the idea that she had anything to do with this baloney. Hillary's defense about her role as a member of the Committee on Foreign Investment is that she wasn't even involved in the decision to approve the sale of Uranium One to Rosatom. The FBI, by the way, has an eyewitness account and confirming documents that Russian nuclear officials also sent millions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation during the review process by the CFI. The FBI gathered a mountain of evidence on Rosatom officials engaged in kickbacks, extortion, bribery, money laundering, all of it happening here in the United States, yet none of that evidence was made public to these people. Vadim McCarran. McCarran ran Rosatom's U.S. uranium sales operation. Big operation. Rosatom is the Russian government nuclear agency. It's here in Washington, D.C. Remember, the U.S. market is enormous. In 2016 alone, American companies spent $2.1 billion on uranium to fuel our nuclear plants. So with $2.1 billion at stake, Vladimir Putin needed this man to figure out how that money can keep rolling in. McCarran was involved all the way in bribery, extortion, and money laundering. But one of his primary schemes was offering U.S. business contracts in exchange for kickbacks or under-the-table payments. Money that made its way into the pockets of McCarran and other Rosatom officials in Moscow. The FBI was watching him for 7 years. The FBI had evidence of illegal activity, by McCarran that predated 2011, before the Obama administration's approval of Rosatom buying Uranium One. It would appear that the Obama administration knowingly approved a deal with Russian crooks involving vital national security. The part of the story that's hard to believe is that neither President Obama nor anyone in his cabinet knew about the FBI evidence of Rosatom's illegal activity in the U.S. prior to approving the uranium deal. If they truly didn't know about the FBI investigation, why? Why weren't they informed? Or if they did know about it, why did they still approve the deal? There are many different layers to this saga, and it isn't over yet. In fact, it may just be getting started.